What's up, coral people? My name is Remy, and today we're going to tie up a couple loose ends on the macro algae display tank. We all make mistakes, right? How many times during a new project build have you had to go to the LFS several times or go to the hardware store to get plumbing supplies back and forth and back and forth? Well, I'll admit for this build, there's something that I forgot about, and there's also something that I didn't think I was going to need, but it looks like we're gonna need it. Let's get started with the piece that I forgot, an ATO, or an automatic top-off system. I thought I was gonna go in one direction, ended up going in a different direction, so I needed a new ATO. Now, sure, I could have topped off by hand, and I have been for quite some time. Or another option is to get a tight-fitting lid that will keep all of the evaporation in the tank. Then you don't have to refill it as much with fresh RODI. For this build, and honestly all my builds, I love putting an ATO on the tank because it just makes things more consistent. And you got to think with holiday travel as well as summer vacations or spring break, you might be doing a little bit of traveling, so it's nice to know that your tank is going to be topped off while you're gone. Now, I chose the Duetto from XP Aqua. I love this ATO for the tiny little form factor that the sensor has. If you've got a tight fit in an all-in-one tank, or you just want to be discreet when it comes to the sensor, like in this case, this is a perfect ATO system. We do offer a couple other ATO systems on the website. You're looking at the Tunzi osmolator, which I have used in the past. It's actually on the frag tank right now. Or if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, look at the EXO ATO from Reef Breeders. The name of the game is stability, and you'll hear me say that a lot throughout this series. We want to make sure, especially in a smaller tank, that the parameters in this tank stay as stable as possible. And the piece I didn't think I would need, but I'm gonna need it now, is a wave maker. There just isn't enough flow in this tank. Flow is critical because it keeps food and detritus suspended in the water column so it can be filtered out through mechanical filtration. It also carries important nutrients to the inhabitants. It turns over the surface of the water, which helps with air exchange. And all of that will lead to hopefully a healthy environment for your fish and corals. And because the plants and animals that we'll be putting into this tank are usually found in the shallow reefs, more turbulent waters, I want to make this tank move a little bit so it feels a little bit more natural. I thought I could get away with the flow from the Tidal 35, but it looks like I'm just going to need a little bit more. So why did I choose the Aqua Illumination Nero 3? Well, A, because I'm an AI fanboy. I love the Aqua Illumination product line. As you can see behind me, I've got 3 primes on the frag tank. There's another over the Pico tank, and of course we're using that freshwater prime over the macro algae tank. All of their equipment is super easy to pair with the My AI app, and it's so nice to have that whole ecosystem right there so I can control a bunch of different tanks from one application. Another reason is these pumps have been around for a couple years now, and they've got great reviews. They hold up well, and they're made well, which is so important. So as far as placement is concerned, the small form factor of this pump is gonna make it super easy to kind of hide. And I'm gonna cheat a little bit and utilize the matte black plastic of the hang on the back filter to kind of like mask it a little bit. So if you're looking at it from a distance, you're not gonna be able to necessarily see that it's there. So I kind of picked out a spot earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in the tank, and I'll show you where we're gonna put it here and how small it is. So once we get some cable management, we should be good to go here, but like it just disappears in that hang on the back filter. If you are looking at it from the front, it's a little bit difficult to see, which is perfect, and that's kind of what we're going for. Gonna give us the flow that we need in the tank, but also be discreet. 2,000 gallons per hour, totally quiet. I think that's a win in my book. And if you're looking for something a little more budget friendly, I'll suggest one of my first wave makers, the Seche Voyager. It comes in a couple different sizes, and if you're not into the Wi-Fi controllability and all of the extra bells and whistles, then this is the perfect pump for you because it's literally plug and play. As you know, and what we've talked about in the past, the name of the game is stability. Whether that's a large reef tank or a Pico reef tank, you want to make sure that the parameters are as stable as possible. And proper flow is definitely part of your life support system in a reef tank. Oh, so I heard you've been thinking about starting your own macroalgae display. Well, perfect, because I've assembled a kit with everything you'll need from the link right here. Enjoy. and I'll see you in the next one.